Hey, Shalom, this is your brother Yawanathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Today, I want to do a brief lesson on what qualifies someone to be trustworthy. Now, we know that we're not supposed to put our trust in man. But in this walk, if you're fortunate enough to be around brothers and sisters, there's particular characteristics you are to, observe and that you should see in those around you, that you should see in yourself. Now, chiefly, the spearhead of what would make someone trustworthy, and I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this, is the fear that they have for the Lord. Okay. That's really what, binds us all together. Makes you think before you speak and act. Right? So this is Psalms 111 and 10. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever." Okay? Someone who truly fears the Lord, they're going to consider their actions. They're going to consider their words. And there's a code of conduct that they know they can walk by, which makes them predictable. You don't want a bunch of wild cards around you in your circle. You don't want somebody you never know what they're thinking. You never know what their agenda is. We all have the same agenda. We seek new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. All right? That's the pureness of our intentions, and we know that we have to have a particular conduct. We know that there's certain things that we have to do, and we know that we're gonna have to walk by faith in a heavy way at some point in time. It coming here soon, really. All right, now let me go get another precept to go along with this one. All right, so I gotta go to the Apocrypha. So let me scroll down here into, I believe it's in the 25th chapter, Sirach 25. Okay, and I'll just put like 10 or something. It's in there. It's around about there. How is it 12? Okay. yeah. Okay. All right. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of His love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto Him. All right. So having that fear of the Lord is going to cause you to operate in a loving spirit towards the Lord and towards the people around you. Okay? So, the fear of the Lord is the gas in the tank. All right? That makes somebody even up for consideration of being trustworthy. Right? All right. So now I want to go to Sirach 23. And I'll just start at the top, but I'm going to read all the way down through about verse 8. All right. It says, "O Lord, Father and Governor of my whole life, leave me not to their counsels, and let me not fall by them. Who will set scourges over my thoughts?" Right? "Who will set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart? That they spare me not from mine ignorances, and pass it not by my sins." So he's going into wanting to be held accountable for his sins. Someone that's has a fear of the Lord, someone that's seeking righteousness, they're gonna want correction because they want to grow. They want to get closer to the Lord. So they're not gonna be someone who gets all squeamish or turns into a nigga because they get reproved. They're not gonna be so quick to, no man, no. They're gonna consider, when they're corrected, when things come their way. They're always gonna be looking themselves in the mirror to make sure that they're right, But he's going into wanting to be held accountable. If you read it in the G&T, it's much more clear. Let's continue on. Verse 3. Least mine ignorance is increased, and my sins abound to my destruction. See? He wants his, transgressions to be, brought to light. He wants to understand, like, okay, I'm doing this wrong, because he doesn't want to keep repeating these things. Because our whole goal is to offend less, right? Lest mine ignorance is increased, and my sins abound to my destruction. And I fall before mine adversaries, and mine enemy rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy. And there's certain characteristics that you want to abstain from that can develop habits that perpetually cause you to go off. It's going to go on to name some of those in the 4th verse. Let's continue reading. O Lord, Father and power of my life, give me not a proud look. That's one of the things that the Lord hates, right? But turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind. You don't want to think too highly of yourself. Because anything that you have, anything that you've become, is because the Lord has allowed it. That you must understand. And when you do understand that, there's no reason to be proud. There's only room to be thankful when you understand that. Turn away from me vain hopes. Okay? Your hopes and aspirations change when you come into this truth. You want the will of the Father to be done. You want the new heavens and the new earth to be established. You want righteousness to reign. You want to operate in an upright fashion towards the Lord so you can be pleasing unto him. You're not concerned with the things of this world. You use it as to not abuse it, but you don't get engulfed with the cares of this life. You're no longer engulfed with the cares of this life. Someone who's giving more time to things in the world or aspirations and hopes in the world to this walk. I don't know if you can put them up for consideration of being trustworthy. I always mess this word up. Concupiscence. I hope I'm saying it right. And I believe the meaning of this word is just basically like a strong desire or a strong sexual desire, basically being consumed with the lust of the flesh. Okay, in whatever various way, whatever a person's vice may be, right? Thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee. So your desires and your concerns should be the will of the Lord being done. Okay, we're likening. I always bring this up this point where we're likening to the Lord's woman. A good wife is all about forwarding the will of her husband, and that's what we should be about, right? Let not the greediness of the belly nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me. And give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind. Hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier in the lesson, you're going to watch the words that you speak. You're going to be very careful with how you speak to brothers and sisters, and, how you just how you deal in general. You know what I mean? It's going to be, your conduct is going to be on your mind. You're not just going to be so loose mouth like a faucet, like the people in the world. They don't think about the consequences. They don't consider, am I offending, one of the Lord's little ones? They don't think about these kind of things. But men of the Lord, women, that are following after Yahweh Shem Yahushua, these are things they always consider. And we're not perfect, right? But even those times when we do consider, like, man, did I offend that brother? You'll say, hey, I hope you'll come to, I hope I didn't, hey, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I hope I didn't offend you in any way. If I did, I hope you're comfortable enough to talk to me and let me know, because that's never my intention. You know what I mean? So we operate in that spirit. And there'll be times where, you have to deal with a brother, frowardly. You have to be able to take it as well as receive it and understand, if you are wronged, that you're going to have faith and trust that the Lord is going to make it right. You know what I mean? So there's different levels and aspects to it. But there's a particular mind that's going to be in the Lord's elect. Also, of course, the elect are going to be sighing and crying for the abominations being done in the midst. They're going to be vexed with this kingdom. And some brothers show it differently. Some brothers lie to keep from crying. Some brothers, they kind of they might have a heavy spirit on them sometimes. But for the most part, you should be balanced as well. You know what I mean? You don't get over consumed with it, because we do have this great hope that, this thing is almost over. And then we're gonna weather the storm that's coming, because we're getting ready to be delivered out of this and receive the greatest gift of all. All right, but we don't do it for gifts. We do it because we love the husband, right? So just a quick lesson I want to do. I'm about to shower, get ready to go to camp. Today is Friday, the best day of the week. We get to, whatever day we go out and teach is the best day of the week, right? Whatever day we get to go out and do our reasonable service. And we do it every day with our video epistles, but it's something different about being on the chief places of concourse, right? Out there prophesying. So, and it's something that you relish in it, because we don't get to do this forever. The ministry does have a time limit. So with that being said, Lord willing, this little quick hit was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.